So this is Dr. Freeman, and I'm out one of my favorite spots to go. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's a particular spot I go. Nice woods, and I'm out in an area that I call the quad. It's the quad. I call it that because it's a kind of a rectangular angle, rectangular shape, I should say. Maybe about the size of maybe 2 or 3 football fields in a nice spot of the woods. So I just wanted to show you. This is what it looks like. Got my nice little camera out here. Not using my phone today. And so there's deer that come through here. You know, there's all kinds of foxes that come through here. I saw coyotes through here. And right now I'm looking south. So a lot of the deer, they move from south to north, or they go from north to south. But people say, oh, you got this camera and you set it up there, all kinds of stuff walk by. No, I track them and then set up my camera based on their movements. So my trail camera is here. I'm going to zoom in. It's still here. I don't know if you can see it there, but that's it. Solar powered and everything. So what I'm going to do right now is go over there. Oops, I'm going to go over there and cut that thing down. Well, not cut it down, but check and see what's on there. If there's some good footage on there, I'll leave it up there, but if not, I'll remove it and place it somewhere else. So let me go over there and check and see what's on that camera. It says do not remove, but they had one camera stolen from down here. People apparently they couldn't read it, or they just didn't care. They wanted it, they took it. But this one's locked in there pretty good. It's bolted down with a good master lock. So let me go check and see what's on there. And so before I cut it down, I wanted to show you exactly how high it is. So we're talking like maybe 8 feet in the air or so. And I have it up there high like that. Gives an interesting angle to stuff walking by. Not only that, it's a little harder for people to steal if they have to kind of climb up there and either cut it down. They don't have a key, but it's a little harder. So I put it a little higher like that, and that's my way of kind of safeguarding it a little bit. So I'm going to go and check this camera and see what's on there. Okay, so I moved my camera. It looks like I got a little bit of fox footage on there. It looks like the fox was carrying something. I don't know if it was a prey or, you know, a kit, pup, I don't know. So I moved the camera from this tree right here just over a little bit to this tree right here. Little small things like that can make a big difference when I want to see, you know, a different angle. So we're still about 10 feet off the ground or so. And when I check the footage, there's my ladder, there's my camera bag. When I check the footage, the fox came from behind me where I am, came over to this one location here, and went back up in that little area right there. So it wasn't a whole lot of footage, but it was enough because it had a kid in its mouth, I think. So maybe, hopefully, I'll be able to see the den. And so I'm going to hop up there, set that camera, come back in about another 10 days or so. Okay, like I mentioned, I'm out in an area which I call a quad. It's like a rectangle, you know, a couple of football, maybe 3, 4 football fields wide. I don't know, maybe not quite that wide. But my next camera is there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm going to zoom in. So again, I like the high setup. If I'm looking to get something, a fox, I'll go down to like maybe about knee-high, deer, waist-high. If I want to get a good overview of anything that happens to be going by, Then I go a little bit higher, and then I also got it bolted down there, so it's working. I mean it's there. Just have to find out if there's anything on there. So I'm going to go and take a look and possibly move it. Depending on what's on there, I might move it, I might leave it there. Once I check the footage, I'll see. Okay, well, I got you out here. I might as well show you what's in my bag. Okay, this is a little level. You'd be surprised. Set up a camera. If it's slightly to the left or to the right, pointing downwards, then everything will look like something sliding off the hill. So this level makes it look, very nice and perfectly level. Battery tester. That's a battery tester I used to use when I was working with batteries. Not really working with batteries anymore. And this is a little piece of wood. I know from experience that when I set the camera about 10 feet high in the air and put this in the back of the camera, then it gives me a good angle. I mean, things seem to work right with this particular piece of wood. And got a pen, just have to write something down. And my wipes, I wipe off the lens every time I go to set it. And put this back in here. Here's my lock that I use. It's attached to a camera I just pulled down. The camera's made by Campark. It's actually camera number 10. I have several cameras. This is number 10. And then I have my Nikon, which I keep with me just in case I see something that's really interesting and I can get a picture. And some older batteries in there. But generally speaking, that's what's in my bag. And these are my keys and everything. So it's pretty dirty, but I'm out in the woods, so what can I say? And just wanted to give you a heads up on what I'm tracking around with, carrying around.